Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets taking on the Athletics. Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance in the last one.
Yeah, Boog, that was one of the best hitting displays I've seen in a while. My man was in the zone. If he's able to carry that momentum over to today, we're in for a show on MLB The Show.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And today's starting pitcher, J.P. Sears.
Yeah, ZRA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
First pitch, 7:05.
The pitch.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Now he breaks his bat. And they tag him out. Let's take a peek at a big
you into the next month. He's one of the hottest hitters in the game right now, and I can't wait to watch him swing it.
Starling Marte up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Marte, a former All-Star, 36 years old. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH treatment. And that one is lifted in the air. Lede sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. And there are two down.
Batting third, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Two down, base is empty. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Juan Soto. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets.
And meanwhile, this a fair ball down the left field line. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
So runner at second, two down. Pete Alonso will hit next. Ball one there.
Boy, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big two-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Man at second. That one outside. Now 2-0.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Yes. Two balls, one strike.
Soto stands at second with two gone.
Ball.
Mark Vientos in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball four, two aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
First and second, two outs. Mark Vientos getting ready to hit.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Rooker on the move to the gap. Nabs it, and that is that. Two left for the Mets. And now the Athletics offense gets its first shot here. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And on the hill today, Clay Holmes. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
In the dirt, and it's 1-1. Check swing, called strike.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And time now to check out the A's lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Yuri Ruiz in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering is in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. There's a swing and a drive. And that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there. It's a first inning double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker. Big time power. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. McNeil to first, safe. And runners at the corners after the infield single. Two on, 1 out. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. That misses. 1-0. Runners at the corners, 1 away. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. And that's in for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
On the ground to first. Steps on the bag for 1. Safe. And they take the lead. Gio Urshela to the plate. Chop to third. Vientos. They limit the damage here. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We go on to inning number 2. It's the A's 1 and the Mets nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Digging in, Luis Torrens. There's the strike. Line drive to short and caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Jeff McNeil stands in now and watches strike one.
Ball one.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. And that one popped in the air, left field. And a couple of quick outs. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
And that's ripped into left, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting ninth, center fielder
Tyrone Taylor now at the plate. And that drops in for a strike. Way out front for strike two.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. Nimmo off of first with two away. That one down the line and foul ball. Runner on the move. Pitch misses in. Safe at second with a stolen base. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
We head to the bottom of the second. This is J.J. Bleday. Right through there for a strike. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Out to short. Lindor. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting seven, shortstop Jacob Wilson.
So up next, Jacob Wilson.
He's been on fire at the dish lately, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
That's in there. 0-1. Wilson launched a homer in his most recent game. One down, base is empty.
Ball. One ball, one strike.
Swings through that.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Ball.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 8th, catcher Kyle McCann.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here's the A's catcher, Kyle McCann. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Strike.
Gets under it and pops it up. And that will end the inning. So they make short work of him there. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the A's 1 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Sears back to work. And that's through there for a strike. Lindor with some impressive production lately. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
The 0-2. Almost got him. Fly ball down the line. Butler on the move. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Marte batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
One down, base is empty. Just off the inside edge. Hit in the air, left field. Bleday puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Right fielder
Juan Soto now doubled his first time. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
On the ground. Gloves it on the dive. To his knee, the throw, and they get the out.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle. Diving stop completes the play, and that ends the inning.
And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Max Muncy. And a foul ball. Holmes ready to fire now. And that's a little bit high. And now it's even 1-1.
That one called just inside, I think. And on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though. But he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Ball to strike. Hit on the ground to short. Oh, what a stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Just love watching this guy do everything. Swing the bat and make great defensive plays just like that. Remember, he won the Platinum Glove in 2016. You know this guy's the real deal defensively.
So the lineup flips over. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler. That one the other way, and that's just foul. And there's a ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. This to third. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play. Man at first. Now the A's designated hitter, Esteury Ruiz. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. That's down and in.
1-0.
Butler stands at first with 1 out. Lifted in the air, right center field. Soto really on his horse for it. Corrals it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the A's, left fielder, Brent Rooker.
Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker. Reached on an infield single his first time. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And that drops in for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball. 2 strike.
And a 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Grounds one to short. Lindor. They take the force out. That ends the inning. The A's strand 1, but they lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. That one's in there, and that's strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And the sweeper misses. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. On the corner for a strike. 1-2.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 away. And now it's Mark Vientos. Fly to left his first time. Vientos in his second season, 25 years old. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. That one misses, and that's ball 2. A's leading by a run. That's way outside. Ball 3. And he walked him.
It just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
1 gone, runner at first. And stepping in for New York, Luis Torrens. 0 for 1 so far. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Jeff McNeil stands in. Fly to left his first time. There's a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
One out. Runners at first and second. And he chases a high fastball there.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
On the ground to first. Off balance speed. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. So one hit is all they get to the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the A's 1 and the Mets nothing. Bottom 4, and now the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. And a foul ball. Outside low, and the count is 1-1.
One strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one missed. And it remains 2-2. And the sweeper is off the plate.
Careful.
And down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here's Gio Urshela. First time up, he grounded to third. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
And there's the strike. That misses. Now 1-2. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In the dirt, Torrens down to first with it. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. J.J. Bleday up next for the A's. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And that skips in the dirt. 2 out, space is empty. Out to center. Taylor should have this one. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Way back there. And that's a fair ball. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. His first at bat was a strikeout. And takes low for ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
To third. Fair ball. Coming home. And he can't come up with it. He'll score, and he'll pull into second safely.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up 2 bases. That can be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Man at second. Out towards right center field. Bleday sizes this one up. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away.
The designated hitter, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. 0 for 2 in this one. That's in there. That's strike 1. That one ripped. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball. Just couldn't get it to drop in.
Here's Juan Soto. 1 for 2.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Butler settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the A's 1. And we're back. John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Jacob Wilson. That's in there. 0-1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That misses, and that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Next offering down low and in the dirt. Struck him out looking.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
And now here's the A's catcher, Kyle McCann. First time up was a pop out. On the ground right side. Tosses to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Next up for the A's, Max Muncy. He's 0 for 1. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
One strike.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Lindor on to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing there for the A's, and our score remains 2-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Alonso.
Sears back to work. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. On the ground to the left. Wilson tosses across to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
So digging in, Mark Vientos. Right through there for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. On the ground to third, Urshela. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting, catcher Luis Torres.
2 down, base is empty. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Not in time.
He's in there.
Great effort, but it's an infield hit. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Reaching for it and brings it in. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 2 and the A's 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler. Just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Nope. Ball 2.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Fought off foul. And that's in the dirt. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Now the A's designated hitter, Yuri Ruiz. There's a strike.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you can have a really good day out there on the mound.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Nimmo sizing this one up, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Brent Rooker, the next to hit. This guy with light tower power.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Check swing. He went. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
To first, maybe a 2-ball. Can't glove it cleanly. Alonso over to second, on to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. The changeup missing. Ball 1. That's inside.
2 balls, no strike.
That one is absolutely belted. Lays out and makes the play.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder. You lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, TJ McFarland.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. McFarland, a 6'3 lefty, 35 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. The 0-1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Now 1 away.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. One down, base is empty. There's the strike.
1-1.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. McCann down to first. Not in time. He's safe.
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind. If you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game, it's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an 0 for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
One out and a runner at second. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Man at second. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Wilson makes the catch for the out. 2 away now.
Up next for the Mets, the designated hitter, Starling Marte.
So now here's the Mets DH, Starling Marte. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
One strike.
Taylor at second with 2 down. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Mets strand 1, but they still lead it 2-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Reed Garrett. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Now here's Gio Urshela.
For the A's, third baseman, Gio Urshela.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Out to short. Lindor. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Now here is J.J. Bleday. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. The next offering misses. 2-0. That one hammered but pulled foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
left field. Base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, and all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One down, runner at first. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. The feed for one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Jose Leclerc.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run game, and now the right fielder, Juan Soto, 1 for 3. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Makes the sliding stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
First baseman, Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. Out to short. Wilson whips it to first, and that takes care of Alonso.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, Mark Vientos. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Tyler Ferguson up and loosening in the pen. Sterner getting loose as well. Fouled off left side.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. They lead it 2-1. Bottom of the 8th, and here's the catcher, Kyle McCann. Danny Young will take over here.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Inside, just missed. And another ball. That one inside, and that's ball 3. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Next up for the A's, Max Muncy. And that's in there for strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. Now this is in the air down the line. Makes the grab, and there's one down.
Now batting, right fielder,
Lawrence Butler up next for the A's. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swings and misses. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 2 gone.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Next is the designated hitter, Yuri Ruiz. Right through there for a strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Headed for the plate. The relay throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, I can understand why they tried to force the issue and tie up this ball game, but wow, nicely done from the defense there to cut him down at the plate and preserve the lead. That's a big-time play.
All set to start the 9th in this one. And now, Luis Torrens. Leclerc back to work. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a pop-up. Wilson. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
2 down, bases empty. And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Pitch is in there, and the count even at 1. And this one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. In there at the knees. Nimmo at second with 2 down. Ripped towards third. Zips it to first. And the inning is over. So a 2-out double, but they don't score. Hard of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mets 2 and the A's 1. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Brent Rooker. So they turn to their closer, Edwin Diaz.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. One-run game, bottom 9. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And a slider misses down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. A huge out to start the bottom of the ninth.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Now, Tyler Soderstrom. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One down, base is empty. That clips a corner.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard, you understand the situation, you want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Fouled off. He was late. A 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. And that's outside. 1-1. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
This could end it. Swing and a miss struck him out, and that is the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the New York Mets going up against the Athletics. Let's jump right in with a player who's hit a bit of a rough patch lately. It's been an absolute ice-cold streak, Singy.
Yeah, Boog, but today could be his day to break out of it. A few swings, some luck, and maybe he'll get back on track. It's just about finding that rhythm.
First pitch coming your way next. Coming up on the first pitch, and today's starter, Joey Estes. Not the best results a year ago, looking for better this season, Chris.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. He'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Out there to center. He's got it. One away. And let's take a look at the lineup. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Pete Alonso.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
High fly ball out towards left field. Going back. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Nimmo, in his 9th season, 31 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Time asked for at the plate, and he gets it. And the right-hander deals. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Ball, that's inside.
One out, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that's outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hammered, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
And now it's Juan Soto. Good power, not great in the OBP department. First pitch, and he just misses.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he'd played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
Next offering is fouled back. The 1-1 is fouled off. Nimmo leads off first with one away. Check on the runner, and he's back safely. And now it's 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Here's Pete Alonso. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throws.
He's there. He's safe.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Man at second. That's outside.
That's out.
And that's ball 2. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Ripped to short. Tosses to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Mets leave one, and the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Mets baseball on the show NYC. Back here with my pal Singy, and getting the call here, Griffin Canning. What do we have on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Yuri Ruiz up next for the A's. Ground ball, could be 2. Fires to first on the run. Got him. Nice play. And time now to check out the A's lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Brent Rooker in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. To the right side. Fair ball. Butler coming home. He'll score easily.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. 1 run batted in yesterday, their only run of the game. Swing, and he breaks his bat, and it goes just foul. One out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. Next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next offering is fouled back. Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. Goes down looking.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
This is J.J. Bleday. And that's downstairs. Ball one. And that one upstairs. And that skips in the dirt. Jacob Wilson next to bat for the A's. Next offering is in for a strike. Rooker stands at second with 2 gone. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jacob Wilson. Fastball for a strike.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
2 on, 2 outs. Tap foul at the plate. Chopped left side. And that one handled. Tosses to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. A's get 1 on the RBI double. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Second inning set to go. And stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil.
Ooh, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they can't get the out. Here's Jesse Winker. That one ripped right center field. And it's off the wall. McNeil headed home. The relay to the plate. He scores to tie it up. It's 1-1.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Mark Vientos will hit next. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Rooker makes the grab, 1 down.
Batting 8, catcher Luis Torres.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the catcher, Luis Torres. In there for strike 1. Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
Man at second. Foul ball still 0-2. Ball 1 there.
2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
The 1-2.
Ball 2.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Hit on the ground to short. Wilson handles, throws to first. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat.
Batting ninth, center fielder,
And here is Tyrone Taylor. Right through there for a strike. That one fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. And that one goes straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base, now just 90 feet away.
Line drive, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. One for the Mets here on the RBI double. All even at 1 apiece. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. And now the catcher comes up to him. Kyle McCann. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to get into the corner. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Next to hit, Max Muncy. Swinging a foul straight back. And that misses. And it's 1-1. McCann at second with nobody out. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the grab, 1 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Here's Luis Arias. Inside, and that's ball 1. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Next offering is fouled back.
Two balls, 1
This
strike.
one in the dirt. There's a swing and a drive. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Run comes in from second. It's 2-1.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
to the top of the lineup. And now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Gets the call. Strike one. Lace down the line. This looks like extra bases. Urias around third. He'll score.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in the swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
One out. Runner at second. Now the A's designated hitter, Esteury Ruiz. Grounded out his first time. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in. Save. In comes the run from second. And they lead by 3.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now Brent Rooker. Fastball for a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw there. Safe.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that drops foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Two to count.
1 out and a runner at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone now.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Lined into right. Soto makes the play. That is the inning. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We played 2 full. It's the Athletics 4 and the Mets 1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Francisco Lindor.
Estes back to work. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Calls it in, and there's 1 away.
Woo. He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0.
Good
Counts 1-0.
spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
And that's in for a strike. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. In there safely.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One down, runner at third. Here's Juan Soto. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
One away with a runner at third. And there's a foul ball. Time called
Hang on.
now.
We got time.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. One away with a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's off the inside corner. 3-2 now. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 4-3.
The count was full, but he was ready to swing it. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. No, with the shift on, hits right into it. Urias to first in time. And that takes care of Alonso.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Reached on an infield single his first time. In for a strike. It's 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty.
Ball.
Outside
Ball
low. 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And there's a ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Hit in the air, center field. Bleday pulls it down, and that'll do it. Mets draw closer thanks to the home run. As the A's are on top, Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. And that misses. And that is ball 1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
You know, these A's really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
The 1-2. And a good eye there.
On top of that, they haven't left many runners on base, so they've been efficient getting runners on and finding ways to bring them home.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. Grounded out his first time up.
That's a ball. 1-0.
1 down, base is empty. That's in there, and it's 1-1. That's to third. Vientos gets it to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
The catcher, Kyle McCann.
Now here is Kyle McCann. A double and a run scored his first time up. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 1.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Torrens makes the catch, and that'll do it. A's go quickly and quietly there, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Start of the 4th, and now the DH, Jesse Winker. Winker, 31 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Missed with a changeup, and the count is 1-2. Foul tip, but he hangs on for strike 3.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with, and there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Now the 0-1. That's towards center. Lede makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Now the catcher up to hit. Luis Torrens grounded out his first time up. Ball one on a pitch inside. And it's even up.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
Swing and a pop-up. Urias settles underneath it. And that is that. Down in order go the Mets. Score holds at 4-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Max Muncy. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Next offering in there for a strike, and that is strike 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
So up next, Luis Urias. He doubled home a run in his first AB. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
How about this one, Boog? In 2023, Urias hit grand slams for Boston in back-to-back plate appearances. They happened on different days, but he still became the first Red Sox player to do it since Jimmy Fox in 1940. Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
0-2 now. And the slider just misses.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
A's leading by a run. Got him swinging. So the batting order turns over. Lawrence Butler up next for the A's. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Muncy, the base runner at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
1 ball.
In the dirt. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ball 2.
Man at first, 1 away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Now the A's designated hitter, Yuri Ruiz. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Nimmo sizes this one up and makes the grab. And that is that. The A's strand one, and it remains a 4-3 game. And we're back. We go to the top of the fifth, and now here is Tyrone Taylor. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice. So they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Ball one.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His second of the year, and we're all square. It's 4-4. Singy, that's his 50th career homer.
50 might not sound like a huge number, but it's a nice little milestone that a lot of guys don't get to. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
And here comes Mark Kotze as he's ready to make a change and go to the bullpen. Joey Estes gives way, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Noah Murdock.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings and lines a base hit into left field.
Now batting, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. One on, nobody out, a run in, and we're at the top of the fifth. The A's bullpen has some movement. Tyler Ferguson, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. McFarland, the lefty, warming up as well. That's a little bit low.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, just ripped a page out of the Greg Maddux playbook. Throw that pitch at the hip and just watch it jump back over the inside part of the plate. Tell you what, you are baffled expecting that to almost hit you and then end up as a called strike.
Juan Soto up now for the Mets. He's already homered in this game. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And now it's even up.
1-1.
Pickoff move to first. Lindor back in there. On the ground right side, Soderstrom. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. He's grounded out a couple of times. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Squeezes it, and that's the third out. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. All even now at 4 apiece. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And that one is in for a strike. Foul ball there. Just misses. Going to count 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
And now 2-2. And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Soderstrom up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is in for a strike. That one hammered center field. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Bleday in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And that one fouled off. Soderstrom leads off second with one gone in the inning. In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. That one in for a strike, 2-2. Stays alive.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. On the ground, right side. Slings to first in time.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. Has grounded out a couple of times. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That misses the zone. Ball 1. That one is absolutely belted. Hits the fence. The run scores from third.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
So a runner at second, and here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Griffin Cannon out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. The pitcher on here, Jose Butto.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
There's the strike. Swings through that one out in front that time. Next one misses, and a count 1-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Squirts away a little bit. Two outs. Got him. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. A's get one on the RBI double. It's now a 5-4 ball game. This is Mets baseball on the show NYC. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Murdoch back to work. That's ripped into the outfield. And that gets down into the gap. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man, and as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. So up next for New York, Jesse Winker. And he takes a strike. That's a base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Line drive, leaps it, he's got it.
Great hops right there, Boog. He timed it just right to bring that liner down, and he saved a knock.
Luis Torrens digs in now. That catches the corner.
0-1's the count.
Here comes the 0-1.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
On the ground, 2 ball. On to second to get 1. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the second baseman, Max Muncy. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Athletics, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Next up for the A's, Luis Urias. First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Now batting, the right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
So the lineup flips over. Lawrence Butler, the next to hit. This one popped up. Lindor on his way over. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Offense held in check there. We're through 6 full. It's the A's 5 and the Mets 4. Justin Sterner gets the ball now.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. He's already homered here in this one. And that is downstairs. 1-0. And another ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
That one misses, and it's 3-0. Francisco Lindor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. And now 3-2.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Cut on and lifted in the air. Rooker puts it away for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Lindor at the plate now. That's ball one. Movement in the bullpen. Tyler Ferguson appears to be getting loose. Leclerc warming up as well. Sterner, 6'1" righty, 215 pounds, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7.
Right through there for a strike.
Good job to fight that one off. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. He keeps his composure, and they get the out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball one. There's the strike, 95 of that one. This one in the air. Soderstrom brings it in. And that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the A's 5 and the Mets 4. And we're back, set for the last half of the 7th. Now the A's designated hitter, Esteury Ruiz. New arm out of the bullpen, Huascar Brazoban. He's pitching on 2 days rest. And first offering is fouled off.
Nope, outside.
And a strike in there. That one inside. The count now 2-2. And that's down and away.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Now batting, left fielder, Brent Rooker.
Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Move to first. Ruiz back in standing.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Next offering is fouled back. Nobody out. Runner at first. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw to second and great jump.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
That was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
And here's the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
1-1.
And ball one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Rooker on at first. Nobody out. Next pitch inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Hit weakly on the ground. Lindor to second. There's one, and they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So 2 down now, and here is J.J. Bleday. And first offering is fouled off. And that's in the dirt. That's too low. And a count 2-1. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the bottom of the 7th. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
2 outs, runner at first. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. First offering misses badly for ball 1. And it's fouled away. Broken bat, rolling to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 6-4 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jose Leclerc. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Number 37, Jose Leclerc. Leading off for Mets, right fielder Juan Soto.
And that one wrapped foul. One. That one pulled foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that skips in the dirt.
Strike.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it'd throw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Alonso stands in now, looks at that one inside. The A's trying to protect a 2-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that's downstairs, and it's 2-0. Next offering is fouled back. Ground ball left side. In the hole, jump throw, and he's safe at first.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first, and not every shortstop can even make that play.
Man at first with one gone. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. The tying run at the plate. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. First offering, and it just misses. And that's in for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Mets strand 1, and the score remains 6-4. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, A.J. Minter. This southpaw has been really good against left-handed hitters. Kyle McCann now at the plate. 1 for 3.
Kyle McCann.
And the first
Inside,
pitch
ball
misses for ball 1. Inside, just missed. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. And there's the automatic. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Next up for the A's, Max Muncy. Swing and a pop-up, foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swing and a foul straight back. Muncy tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he held back, according to Larry Bullard. He goes down looking.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And now Luis Urias. Right down to shoot, and it's 0-1. And that's outside. McCann over at first with 1 away. It's through for a hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Up next for the A's. Right
Lawrence Butler up next for the A's. And ball 1 to the right fielder. The A's looking to add another. Next offering is in for a strike. There's the strike. That one inside. 2-2. Swing and a bouncer, and foul ball. 2 on, 1 out. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I'll tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
And now Esteury Ruiz. Inside. And that's ball 1. First and second, 2 down. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That smash towards center. And that's the inning. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. Through 8 full, it's the A's 6 and the Mets 4.
Now pitching.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Mason Miller.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. And that is out of play. And a foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
He's 2 outs away. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Miller, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. That's down and in, a slider missed. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top of the 9th. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He circles the bases. It's 6-5.
They put a good swing on it, but the box score might want to credit the win for that home run. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Check swing, appeal to first. And he punches him out. He went around. So, last chance for the Mets. And now it's Frankie Lindor. That one ripped left field. Way back there. And that one becomes property of the beast. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 6-6. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Mason Miller departs, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for the
A new
A's,
pitcher in the game, Tyler
number
Ferguson.
24.
Now the number 2 hitter, Brandon Nimmo. That one off the mark, and that is ball 1. Late swing, foul to the left.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
That one missed. 2 down, nobody on. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And we're all even now at 6 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now the left fielder, Brent Rooker.
Left fielder, Brent Rooker.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Ryan Stanek.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 55, Ryan Stanek.
That's to third, and it stays fair.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
And now the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Winning run on base at first, no outs. And that one fouled off. In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. Next one just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That's off the inside corner, and it's a full count.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Booth.
Ripped on a line to center. Gone! Ball game! He'll take a trot around the bases. And the A's walk it off for the win.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
Final score of 8-6 in this one. The A's hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.